Get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And his first look is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2nd down and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Walker to start the drive. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Just beating the play clock. Smith rolling to his right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before. Because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them. And that's what he's trying to do here.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Walker on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
From the 50, it's Smith, eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion, the tight end. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Smith. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Smith. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Gino's going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Oren Burks. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, did we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there. He's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Quandre Diggs. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Geno now to throw. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno.
And this one too low.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception. interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Gino on first down. He hits his target, Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the interception, here's Smith being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Smith looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now they're in the hurry up. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard of where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Purdy off the play fake. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out to his left. And he gets it down to the 32. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now Gino. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Smith going to throw it. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Pushing his way through. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quadre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Smith. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.